Plans inevitably change with roadmaps and Jira software.
Oh, you snazzy socks, you.
Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below.
Well, good evening, and welcome. We are, as you can see here, round Mount Panorama in Bathurst, New South Wales. Apparently it's home of the Bathurst 1000, if you're savvy in those kind of things. With 3.8 miles of twists and turns and motion sickness. Put a foot wrong and you'll be eating lunch with a bunch of wallabies before you can say, crikey. How you doing, Saff?
Blah.
Right, okay then. Do you think Malinowski can make it another one?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
I think he's got every opportunity to
I think he's
show.
absolutely able to, I just don't think it'll happen.
It's blasphemy.
I think he is going to crash out of the lead.
Well, we shall see. Just trying to get the screen all ready for everyone so they can see what we can see. There you go. Lovely. I think it's going to be a Malinowski show. What does well around here? I know the Bentleys go pretty damn sharpish around here, so it'd be good to see how well they can do this afternoon. Who is with us in the chat? We've got Voodoo, Oscar, Black Gold Talk. How you doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. This is a very tricky one. I don't know how many turns we've got. Should we have a look how many turns we got? They've all got names, obviously. Should we see how many? Oh, blimey. 19, 20? Jesus. 23 of them.
Wow.
23 of them. Now they go from Hell Corner to the Mountain Straight, Griffiths Bend, the Cutting, Quarry Corner. Oh god, there's loads. Reed Park, Frog Hollow, Solomon Park. Jesus, there's loads. All parks. Skyline, we just went through Skyline. And the Dipper. This is where we're going through now. The Dipper. That one there. Boom. The Dipper. And then you go on to the Conrod Strait. I'm assuming that's because lots of Conrods have been sent into the sky through the Conrod Strait. Who knows? And then finally, as you leave the Conrod Strait, you go through the Chase.
The Chase.
The Chase. Not with Bradley Walsh, I'm afraid. This is a slightly better and more improved version of the Chase. We're entering the Chase now. And there's no names for these corners, unfortunately. After the Chase 1 and after the Chase 2. And then finally we've got Murray's Corner. And then we're on to the main straight. So interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Shall we have a look at the championship standings so far? We have Malinowski running away with it, as always, doing very well this season so far. 347 points for Malinowski. And then Luke Whitehead is hanging on in there behind him with 328 points. And then we've got Kevin Ciclari, who's still in the window, but slowly dipping away. He is in third place with 264 points. And then we've got Connor Wright, which I've got a funny feeling he's left us. Has he left us?
No, I'm literally spectating him right now.
Oh, brilliant. Well, he's in fourth with 255 points. And then we've got Kevin Lewin, who has dipped out a little bit, 2 places down since the last race. He's got 229 points. He's in the top 5. Pasta, bacon, crisps for dinner while watching. Stunning. Nice. I actually had pasta for dinner, but not with crisps, because that's disgusting. I'm going to stand by that. It's absolutely revolting. Then we've got Niels, I think it's McLaren Niels in 6th place. Dennis Latz in 7th. He's done very well to stay in 7th. Ryan McIntosh in 8th. Valentin Chorus in 9th. And Luca Weidelich in 10th position. As we go outside the 10th position part, it kind of does get a bit jumbled with everyone scrambling for the odd point here and there. But yes, I think we're going to see some magic moments from Mr. Malinowski. Not put a time in just yet. Wonder what kind of times they're going to do today. Have we got an idea? Are they doing sub 2s?
Let's have a look.
Their best is 2 minutes.
2-minute 0.7.
Yeah, I think if we see a sub 2, it will be very surprising. But you never know. Someone could piece something together. Kevin Ciclari doing very well. Currently leading them round. We're on board with Malinowski at the moment. We'll change it over and have a look. So, what's your favourite wallaby, Saf? Is it wallaby? No, it's not a wallaby. What's the things that have wallaby that wallabies are? Marsupials. That's the one. What's your favourite marsupials?
Go. That makes more sense. Kangaroo gotta be.
Kangaroo. What is a marsupial? Yeah. So it's an animal that's a mammal that's got a pouch, right?
That is my understanding of it. Yes.
So part of the marsupial family. Kangaroos, wallabies. I've got a funny feeling a wombat is a marsupial.
I actually have not seen a wombat, so.
I think I might have seen a wombat in a zoo, you know. Tasmanian devils, are they marsupials? Who knows?
Also, apparently we're expecting either a 2 flat or mid 59s.
Well, there you go. I thought if we can get under the 2s, we'll be very impressive. Yeah, Black Gold Saw then coming in with the 2 flat or mid 59. Although it's an early optimum. We do have very high track temps and air temps, 27 and 27. We are at 7 PM, so expect those to dip slightly as the day progresses. Might even go into the evening here. Let's move on from Malinowski, because he is currently... we've only watched him so far. Let's maybe have a look, see what some of these other guys are doing. Darren King currently on a lap at the moment. He is up just a bit. And he's going into this section where you go up the hill, up the mountain. If you do put a foot wrong, like I said earlier, you'll be having lunch with a pack of wallabies before you can say crikey. That's what they say out there, isn't it? Crikey?
Is it? I don't know.
Crikey, mate.
Oh, Australian. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, they say crikey. They say a lot of things.
Crikey, mate. They love the C word in Australia, don't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which we would say, but unfortunately...
Say it, but almost every other word.
Yeah.
And they make it sound good as well. Not like those American
shrimp on the barbie. Apparently, they don't actually say shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, Darren spun going through the twisty section. They don't say shrimp on the barbie. What do they say?
I don't know. I just know that I can't remember if it was Ricardo or just some random Australian. They go, yeah, it's actually a really big sense. We don't actually say shrimp on the barbie.
Oh.
So just a little fun trivia fact.
Well, what do they put on the barbie then?
Crimps.
Right. No shrimps on the barbie then, at all.
Nah, just crimps.
Just crimpers.
Yeah.
Crimponius on the barbie.
Crimplewimples.
Crimplewimples.
Crumple-the-wumples.
Little crumps of rum.
Crumple-wumpled and uncle.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the one.
Can you tell we've had a week off?
Yeah.
We're on board at the moment with Hugo Merlins. He's doing very well. He's in 3rd position. This looks like it's a bit of a Ferrari.
Blimey.
A Ferrari track. We've got Nico Uhl in the Honda. That's almost just a surprise to his surname. He's in 6th position. Yeah. That's a Honda in 6th. Hondas do very well around Bathurst. Yeah. Blow me down and call me Sally. He's in 6th position. Yeah. Merlins is not up at the moment. He's 3/10 down. We've still got an optimum track. We haven't dipped in temperature. We've got no wind whatsoever. The wind has actually run away. We've got none of it.
Very nice.
Yeah. No wind. Prohibition of wind. And he's in. Right, so we're not going to see any improvements from him. Very surprising to see him enter the pit lane. Everyone just does it the normal way. Apparently, Hugo Merles is realism is his thing. He joins the pit like a normal person. Let's go on board with Nico as he goes down no, it's not the Conrod, sorry. It's the mountain straight towards Griffiths Bend, as I like to call it. Pop it in 3rd and see what happens.
Pop it in 3rd and see what happens.
Yep. The car looks absolutely lovely in that in the drip ganassi colours.
That's it, quite spiffing.
It's bloody marvellous, if you ask me.
No.
Yeah, I do like racing around Bathurst. I think it is an incredible race. Good to see. But I do have vivid memories of last year's hopeful. I think it was Amir Hassini spinning it whilst in the lead and losing. I think he came like 6th or 7th. Do you remember that one? Oh,
I do remember.
Nico Uhl just goes straight into the side and pulls the car over and gets overtaken there by Valentin Chorus. So Valentin looks like he's on a lap. He's down though, so maybe we should go on board with him.
Kevin Ciclari's just about to start one.
Shall we? Let's. Current pole sitter at the moment. Kevin Ciclari over the line. Where's Black Goldsaw? Is he taking part? We've seen him in the chat, but I haven't seen him on the track yet. You taking part today, Mr. Saw? Maybe we can get word from him in the chat. See what the dealio is. Saffzo yawns in appreciation.
Yeah.
You tired?
Yes.
Yes.
When am I not?
It's pretty true. I always hate it when you yawn and someone goes, are we keeping you up? No, I've just lack of oxygen to the brain. It's got nothing to do with my tiredness.
So does yawn.
It's such a dad joke to say that. Oh, someone's tired. Funny that, Karen. Good stuff. Ciclari then, he is currently on a fast one. He is on the bubble though, no improvements at the moment. Someone who is improving, that could be very interesting to watch, is the man behind. Dowking is currently a 10th up, and he's about 2/10 away from pole, so we could see a charge here. Malinowski 4/10 up, and where's he? He's 3/10 behind. So we could see Mr. Tortellini himself going a little bit faster. Let's jump on board, literally, with this man. Ciclari. Saffzo yawns in appreciation.
Sorry, I'll be doing that a lot.
That's fine. I'll let you off, mate.
Oh, thank you.
It goes well. Right, so we go through this lovely little corner to the chase, Bradley, and then into Walsh. Right, he's 2/10 up. He's gonna put a little bit of pace between himself and Dowking here, I think. Kevin Ciclari coming across the line. 3/10 up across the line. Really good lap from him. Not sub-2 though. Still haven't seen the sub-2, the magical sub-2. Malinowski is also up a considerable amount. He's up at the moment 5/10.
Ooh.
He come across the
That could be
line?
spicy.
Where is he? He's just about to come across the line. This is going to be spicy. Is he going to do it? Oh, second position, 700ths away. Close enough, but no Tortellini. He's going to have to go again. Got enough fuel in that car, hopefully. We get a slipstream as well from that Bentley ahead. Good stuff. So the moment, Ciclari for Malinowski, then Dowking. Well done. And then we've got Danila Sherapin. Jesus, he's up in 4th position. We haven't seen him up that far before. Same with Hugo Merles and Hugo. He's in 6th. Luke Whitehead in 7th position. Marlon Andrade in 8th, sorry. And then we've got Hubert Szymanski in 9th and Cannabeach in 10th. I feel that we've got a couple of people out of position here. Connor Wright in 19th. Luca Weidelich in 20th. Valentin Chorus in 21st. What's going on? Ryan McIntosh, 15th position. Anarev, 17th position. Very, very interesting. We've got a very mixed grid. We're going to see some fireworks in this afternoon's race. There's a couple of big hitting names that are well off the pace. And I mean well off the pace. Conor Wright is 1.1 second down. Luca Weidelich is nearly a second and a half down. So is Valentin Chorus. Interesting stuff. Darren King is also up again. We've seen some changes. Luke Whitehead puts in a very good time. Comes 3rd position. I think that's probably all he wrote. Yep, back to the pits he goes. Who have we got? Dal King is currently on a lap. He's 3/10. Oh, he's going to go 3rd. Really good effort from him. I think that probably is all he's going to be able to muster. He's got another go at it, but yep, that is a very good time. That's a 2 minutes 4:44 in his last lap. Very impressive. Kevin Ciclari currently in the lead at the moment, pole sitting with a 2-minute .303, and then the time in 2nd position is 2-minute 381. Very close to the top.
Malinowski won't get another time, and he's just missed out by a couple of seconds.
Oh,
Crosses the line, doesn't
no
improve.
improvement. Well, there you go. This man can improve, though. We're on board with him at the moment. Darren King is currently on the bubble, about a 10th or so up. He may be able to throw some cats at some birds. Maybe a pigeon. Who knows? He's still kind of on the bubble. Oh, he hits the wall, but it's a brush. I think he's okay. It's how he deals with this next twisty section. It's going to make or break this lap. The speed he carries through there is absolutely brilliant. Actually, mighty to watch them through that section as we enter the dip and go down towards Conrod. This is good stuff here from Darren King. Can he dethrone Kevin Ciclari? Or even Malinowski? Split the two. Who knows? He's going to have to do it in this last section. Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
No, absence interrupting, sorry.
Right. So, leaving Conrod then into the chase. Lovely names. And I'm going to name this corner Bradley. And then the second corner, Walsh. Because of the chase. Nice. Oh, he goes wide! He stuffed it into the exit of Walsh. And he's not going to improve. And I think that is it for the challenge for pole position. Nico is still out on the lap. He is on the bubble, though. He might improve and might be able to jump up to 8th or 9th. Sorry, 8th or 7th, depending on how well this last little bit goes. We'll stay with him if the camera decides it wants to be a camera. There we go, lovely. Still got plenty of time left on the wait timer to do a lap after the timer's gone out. And Nico here is going to be one of the last people across the line. I don't think he's up at the moment, and if he is, it's very minimal. And he crosses the line, and that is it. He doesn't improve. Actually goes down a position. Someone else did. So 10th for Nico. So Kevin Ciclari on the top with Malinowski for company. Darren King and Luke Whitehead would join them just behind on the second row. Danila Sherapin, that is a very good qualifying position in 5th. He'll be joined on the 3rd row with Hugo Merlers. There we go. 7th and 8th is Hamza Bellassim. That's better from him. Julian Vanbrugh in 8th position. Dominic Goltz in 9th. Nico Uhl in 10th. Ryan McIntosh in 11th. Vulcan in 12th. We better hurry up because we've got 3 minutes. Marlon Undran in 13th. Hubert Simonansky in 14th. Kanabich, 15th position. Dennis Latz in 16th. Alex Torregrossa in 17th position. And then we've got 18th, 19th and 20th. That's Anarev, Connor Wright, Luca Vardlich. Valentin Chorus in 21st. 22nd, 23rd is Samir Foch and Prima Sand. I love that name. It's a brilliant race car name. 24th and 25th is Fernandez and Andy Vandervelde. And then we're coming towards the back here. We've got Dejan Miltic in 26th. 27, Kieran Prendergast, really off the pace today. Kevin Niles in 28th, Jordan Soanes in 29th, and Lewis Zelch also quite far off the pace. He will be at the back of the grid in 30th. Well, there you go. 1 hour to go round Mount Panorama. And I hate to say, it's raining.
Oh, no.
Yes, indeed.
It's gushing with rain.
It is absolutely gushing with rain, and if you look up to the very top right-hand corner where it says
Ooh,
that
there's
it's
a
wet,
plus.
there is a plus, so it's only going to get wetter. And we've only got an hour's racing, so it's going to be wet the whole time. So it's whether these guys decide that it's wet enough for the wet tyres. It's going to get wetter, so this could be very, very, very good for the people who want to make a bit of a change from one thing to the other.
Could that... Sorry.
No, go on.
Could that be why some people may have been off the pace in qualifying, maybe getting used to a wet setup?
Very much so. People could have been hedging their bets and going, you know what? I don't think we're going to get some running without it being terribly wet. Yeah, you're right. It could be why we have the likes of Conor Wright, Luca Vardlich, Valentin Chorus all down there in 19th, 20th and 21st position. Yes, interesting stuff. Black Gold Saw not participating in this one. Why not in the race? Issues on Skyline to the dip. Major FPS drops. Okay, input lag. Don't want to ruin anyone's race. Well, that's very kind of you. Consonant says, rain please tomorrow. Well, you get just as much luck as these boys. I think it's random. Got a funny feeling it's random. I think it's a random weather set. It was rain in practice, I noticed. But at least they were able to put in good, clean laps in qualifying whilst it was dry. I hate a wet qualifying. It's the worst thing in the world. Qualifying's the best part of the weekend, no?
Depends on the circuit.
Oh, I do love a bit of qualifying. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Great fun. Right. First big incident when? Going down the mountain. That very fast... corner section just as you go down the mountain is definitely going to be where we have incidents. So Skyline into that kind of the S's and then the dipper, it's all going to be in there where we're going to have incidents. I think Skyline's going to be the first big wake up call. That's the part where literally all you can see, funnily enough, is the skyline. These Australians are great with naming names of corners.
Yes,
This track does look quite good on ACC, I'm not going to lie. Especially in the evening when it's sunny. Not so much when it's raining. We'll stay in the helicam because it does give you the best view. I know on iRacing, on the blimp cam, it looks fabulous. Don't have a blimp though in ACC, unfortunately. All blimped out.
Need to invest in blimps.
We do. Need to get our Zephyr on. 26 degrees is the track temp, as well as the air temp. So it was 7 PM. By the time we finish at 8 PM, might drop a couple of degrees. Who knows? Quick run to the line, I think, for these boys. It's not going to be an arduous one. Who should we stay with for the start? Not too
That's a
sure.
good question.
Not too sure. At the moment, I think maybe Darren King, something like that. Yeah. See if we see any absolute heroics.
Thank goodness collisions aren't a thing on the formation section.
Yes. No collisions. But we are almost about to go green. Kevin's going to lead them off across the line as we go racing for an hour round Mount Panorama.
Oh, Malowski's got a good start.
He has. This corner is very tough, especially in the rain. The first time these guys have seen rain this whole weekend.
Ooh.
I think everyone's through okay. We'll scan back down the pack. I think we're all good. Yep, everyone gets through. Looks like it's okay. Let's see what's going on at the top here with these boys. Oh, they come over the rise there. It looks so aggressive. I think Malinowski is going to have to lift and let some of these guys go through. He does, and he gets past Kevin Ciclari up into first position. That is a pivotal moment in this race to get past, and he does it straight away. Everyone looks like they got through okay through that section. Let's go back a little bit and see. A little bit of tapping. Oh, no, we do have some cars
Darren
off.
King.
Darren
Darren King having a look at Ciclari.
Is he? Wow, okay.
Well, he was having a look. Ciclari had a poor exit. King looked for a move, but didn't quite have the momentum to get past.
Right, we'll jump on board with Kevin. This is where I thought we're going to see incidents going on as we jump down here. Oh, he does hit the wall there, Kevin Ciclari, but I think he's okay. Looks like everyone is scrambling through this section. All right, we've got no casualties by the looks of things.
Oh, Canabich just got a drive-through.
Wow, that's pretty weird. How? Okay. Straight away?
Let me see if there's
That
anything in race control.
Must have been from the start. Jump of the start.
Wait, would race control have anything to do with that? That must be
No.
in game, surely.
Yeah, that's jumping the start. That's the
Wow.
only way that can get imposed that early, because he wouldn't have enough time to cut the course. So yeah, jumping the start at the beginning gets you a drive-through. So yeah, that I think that's probably where that came from. Malinowski getting a jump on Kevin Ciclari almost straight away. Wet weather then really looks like it's appealing to the setup.
Certainly seems that way.
Yep. But you are right, Darren King looking mighty menacing on the back of Kevin Ciclari. Not able to pull away. Danina Sherpin and Luke Whitehead looks like they were getting into a few things. We haven't seen anything from Danina this whole season almost. And then boom, Mount Panorama puts in a brilliant qualifying. Gets himself well up, or I say himself, I'm assuming it is, well up the grid. We're going to see cars battling it out here, I think, as we come down into Griffiths Bend. And he's still behind there, Luke, running around in 4th position. It's a brilliant camera angle there.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
This is mighty fine.
Nico Uhl in the pit already.
That must be for damage.
Either damage
Yeah,
or...
there's a few drivers on the pits.
Wow, okay. Let's have a little look. Nico Uhl in the pit. Valentin Chorus also in the pit. He gets going. Dennis Latz also in the pit. Not good. Definitely not good. Nico is out and going again. Maybe just got the tyres wrong. Something like that. Seems very odd to be coming in so quickly. There you go. Malinowski's already got 8 tenths on Kevin Ciclari. Already 8 tenths. Jeez. Kevin is being hustled, but I think Dowking is causing a bit of a bottleneck here. He's got another Ferrari for company, and then he's got Danina Sherapen just behind. Very close, though, as we come down Conrad, and he's going to have a go through this corner into the chase. Chasing like mad, doesn't quite make the move, dips to the inside, but then thinks better of it, and tucks in behind, and he'll go for it, I think, a little later on. Canabeach, I think, serving his drive through. I swear I saw his name dip way down. Didn't think he could be that far down, though. So that actually, I don't think Canabeach is serving his drive through. I think he's had an incident, you know?
I reckon
yeah,
so as
he's
well,
in.
yeah.
He's in the pit, and he would have forced himself into the pit. That might be a retirement there, guys. First retirement of the race, brought to you by Canabeach himself. I can't see him doing much about that. Is that
More people into the
Malinowski?
pits.
Why is he so wide on the straight? He's literally on the other side of the road. Trying not to let people get his toe, almost. Jumping for the inside there as he comes around the corner. Doesn't lose himself any time, though. These top boys are separated by millimetres at the moment. And then they got a little gap then to Julian Vanbrugh, currently lapping around the 6th position. He's doing very well for himself, actually, in 6th. Hugo Merles just behind him, but Hugo Merles looks like he's just been dropped by someone. Yeah, he was in 7th, but Hamza and Dominic have just got past him, so I'm not too sure what happened to Hugo, but we just missed it by the skin of our teeth. He looks like he might have an incident there, but I think he's alright now. Semanansky is then just behind in the SOP car. Looks like he's probably running a livery we can't see, because that is the colour of the SOP team. Maybe calling tyres. Yes, good shout, Nico. Yeah, possibly calling the tyres. So that does suggest that these guys are on dry tyres at the moment, because it's still not wet enough for the wets. You can see by the mark on the side of the tyre. I can't remember if you can see the mark, that means it's wet, or if there is no mark, that means it's wet. So it's good information from me. But there is a mark, I think, for one of them. I just can't remember which one. Dowking is getting very close to Kevin Seclari again.
Meanwhile, the Aston Martin all over the back of Whitehead for 4th, and he's got past.
He has. That was a good move, that.
I believe that was at the penultimate corner.
It was, yeah. Murray's, I think it's called. What do you think is the best corner name out there?
Of just all circuits.
Yeah, like the best name.
What classifies as a good name?
As in, best corner name, sorry.
No, but I mean, what makes a corner name good, rather than just
whatever you fancy, really. Because you got maggots, haven't you? It's quite funny.
Yeah.
You got 130R if you like your alphanumericals. Puon if you fancy a giggle. Raskas.
And it's, oh. It's the corner name, not the actual corner, isn't it?
Oh, just a corner name.
Yeah.
You got Blanchimont you could use. What else you got? What's the first corner at Monaco?
Oh god. Sandoval.
Sandoval, yes. You send it into Sandoval.
Literally, the only way I remember that name is Jeff's speech at the beginning of a race on the F1 game.
What does he say?
No heroics into Sandoval, please. And we heard a yellow flag.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it's
that
gone.
is 58.
58. Who's that? That's Vanderval. Andy Vanderval with a yellow flag. Let's have a look. He looks like he's going again. Let's have a look what's wrong with the car. Can I see any bits of damage? It looks alright. I think he went straight through the skyline, to be honest with you. That little section after skyline, I think he probably went straight over it. Called the yellow, that's why it went away so quickly. He's on his own, so I don't think there's much damage done.
He dropped behind some people.
Ah, okay.
Because he was, I believe, around 15th, 16th.
Okay. So he's down a little bit. We're getting some names here. Corkscrew. Corkscrew is a good
Corkscrew's not a bad one.
name. Corkscrew is a good name, not gonna lie.
No, Corkscrew, I prefer the actual corner to the name, to be honest.
Prefer the corner. I see. Unpopular opinion. I actually prefer the corner after Corkscrew more than I prefer
Really?
Corkscrew. Yeah, those two left-handers after Corkscrew, magical. The camber is brilliant.
Fair enough.
Corkscrew's a bit of an arse. You get it wrong quite easy.
Hey, but it's fun. Oh, 408. That's Whitehead.
Oh wow, that is big news. Big news. Where
He's
is it?
facing the wrong way.
Oh,
He's
he
stationary,
is.
facing the
He's
wrong
gonna have to wait
way.
until everyone gets past. It's a horrible place to get facing the wrong way because he can't get going without interrupting traffic. He's got to be so careful. He's going to have to wait until the whole pack goes, and that's almost what he's done. Where's Prima Sant? Because that's going to be a big problem if he doesn't get
He's
out of the
already
way.
gone behind.
Oh, okay. Andy Vanderville's going to be up to him very shortly. There he is. Okay, managed to get it turned round. And
Is he going to have the momentum? He's going to go for it.
And he lets him go.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Luke Whitehead from 4th down to 22nd just because he spun in that particular part of the track. You just can't rejoin.
And everyone behind is already pitted, so if the tyres can go to the end, he might be in dead last now.
Oh, that is huge.
Oh, another yellow flag. That's 8, and so that's Samir Foch and
Samir's round.
pink car
Samir's
and
round.
Hubert.
Haas, but without the
Hubert
money,
Simoski.
he's going to have to hold it. He's got cars coming through. That's Luke. There we go. And I think he's good to go now.
Yeah.
So Samir crashed then on the entry to Skyline, and I think he's
It
alright.
was Samir and Hubert in the SOP Ferrari.
Oh wow, okay. Whereabouts is he? Doesn't look like he's come off as bad. Though, does he?
No, he's further on ahead. He's already rejoined.
Okay. Oh, that's
But they went off at the same corner, so I assume there was contact.
yeah, disaster then. Luke Whitehead. He was in 4th position. He got done by Danila, and then also had that incident into Griffiths Bend. And there's nothing you can do. You're facing the wrong way in a track where there's no runoff. You can't rejoin safely. You just have to wait until the car's past you. Otherwise, you end up taking someone out and causing yourself a penalty. Get a race ban or something silly. I think Darren King is actually getting very racy over the back of Kevin Ciclari. I think Kevin here is holding up the rest of this little pack, because I think they are as fast as Malinowski here. Whether Malinowski is just managing the distance, doesn't need to push at this point. He's already got a second. He's almost out of the slipstream. I think there's probably more pace in that portion he's letting on, but these two Ferraris and the Aston and the Ferrari behind are pushing hard. Sherapin's going to come unstuck in a minute if he keeps going. Look how close he is through that part of the track. That is...
He's got a good line. He might go for it.
This is a horrible place to overtake that you just can't.
I was very worried he was going to tap the rear going next to the gravel trap, but lucky they have stayed back for now. But if they keep this close, it's going to be a big threat on the straight. Darren King didn't have a great exit. He's all over the back. You can see he just wants to get past, but the track is too narrow.
Malinowski hits on the exit there, going on to the mountain straight. Sorry, going on to Conrod Straight. Literally hits the barrier on the left-hand side. Doesn't look like he's done any damage, but don't want to be doing that too many times. But yeah, you're right. There's a bit of a race going on here with the 999 and the 38. Dalking in the way. Oh, he pulls back in front of him before the chase. That's a
That could have ended very badly.
Nasty thing to
and
do.
round the outside, Danila.
Brilliant.
Very nice move.
Shutting the front door through that corner there is somewhat silly, in my opinion, but there you go. Never mind. I think Danina made the best of it, and he's up into 3rd position. Dal King drops a position back, and I think that this isn't the end. I think we're going to see more of this.
No, King's going to want that position back badly.
Yeah. But that Aston's doing very well. It's got good pace, it seems.
Yeah.
And then Julian Valmer in the back there with Dominic Goltz, just kind of plugging away. Still got very good points.
Another yellow flag.
Who's that?
It's 23 and 78, I think. Don't think it's quite as big an incident as we've seen before. So that was
Prima Sant,
Jordan Soames and
Soames.
Prima Sant.
They are in, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Friday is that Whitehead as well. It is. Whitehead's coming.
Oh yeah, just ahead of them. Yeah, you're right.
In fact, no, John didn't come in. John's still out there.
Well, we'll go back to the fight at the top of the pack, because Darren King's all over the back of Danila after that absolutely brilliant overtake. That goes down as probably one of the best overtakes we've seen all season. Round the outside there is tricky on the best of times, and to do it in the rain against someone like Darren King is ridiculous. So yeah, epic move, and well deserved, I think, after that defensive driving. Sorry, you're saying. Meanwhile,
we've got a 5-second penalty for Vulcan.
Oh, okay.
For causing a minor collision on lap 2.
Who was that with?
That was with car 36.
That's Ryan McIntosh. He has already pitted for the damage, and he's off on his way. Yeah.
Yeah, lap 2, turn 20.
Okay. Turn 20, blimey. That is the chase. That's where we saw the very, very stern defence from Dalking a second ago. Got to be careful he doesn't do that too often, because that's probably very dimly looked upon by the stewards. I think it was just on the line, wasn't it?
Yeah. Don't think it was too bad, but it definitely could have ended very badly.
Yeah, you're full speed there, maximum attack, and yeah, to change line like that is a bit silly. You'll just ruin your own race more than, you know. It's not like defending in a normal corner. It's a flat-out blind right-hander at about 150. Don't really want to be mucking about.
I think the next battle's going to be Connor Wright on Hugo Mills.
Yeah, let's move on, I think. You're right. Connor Wright, sorry, we're too busy just dissing Darren King. I've got nothing against him. I just thought it was a bit of a harsh move. Right, so Connor Wright is being attacked, isn't he? Is he? Or the other, he's doing the attacking.
No, Connor Wright's doing the attacking.
Yeah,
down the inside.
Good stuff.
Gets it done.
Okay.
Yeah, he was all over the back of him going into the last corner, coming onto this lap. So I think Miles just saw the inevitable was coming, gone out of the way. The number 8's gone off again.
Again for number 8. Is that Whitehead?
No, that's either the SOP or Samir.
Isn't it Samir?
Oh, now 38's
Darren
gone
King
off.
is off.
Oh, I think King must have got caught up in that, or distracted or something, because that's pretty soon before 8 has gone off.
Yeah, Darren King is just parked on the entrance to Skyline, and he had to wait for a gap in the traffic. Oh, and he spun it round into the wall, and he's in the way. Oh, that's very close. Meltic almost collected him. He's got to wait now for Fernandez to go through. Torregrossa, Zelch has gone through. Sones, I think. Oof, that is not good.
I want to see what happens, King.
Yeah, go on, do find out for us. Yeah, that would be interesting.
I want to see if that was a spin or whether there was contact.
I have no idea, to be honest. At that point in the track, it looks like contact. Maybe someone rejoining where they shouldn't do. Yeah, and Darren King's car is just trash. It is absolutely gone. There is no panel on the front or rear of that car that looks serviceable, to be honest. Yeah, really tricky conditions indeed. I think Sones might have put his car in the wrong place, but we'll wait for the confirmation before we start calling people out. I think we saw Sones round. Was it Sones, sorry?
No, I believe it was Samir,
no, it was
that went
Samir,
off ahead of him.
It was Samir Fosh, you're right.
Yeah, let's see, he's coming through the left-hander. Oh, he just drops the rear. It's completely on his own.
Okay, but does then he collect Samir?
No, I'm pretty sure Samir went off before King did.
Okay, alright. So it was...
You couldn't even see Samir.
Seems too dry for wets and too wets for slicks. Indeed, I think so. So yeah, Samir then, I apologise. He was having his own pirouette, and Darren King then just drops the ball. That's how hard it is, you know? You just drop a tyre. Well, keep that... Keep a mental note of what lap that happened on, and we'll just revisit it at the end. So we
lap
can
8.
just, okay, lap 8, turn 15, 12, something like that. Okay, right, so back at the pointy end, Malinowski 2 seconds now, and we've got Daniil Sherapin is very close to the back of Kevin Ciclari. Really good pace from the Aston Martin driver this afternoon, and probably the best pace we've seen all season. So, yep, always like to see someone doing well at a track that they enjoy, which is good. So we'll keep an eye on that little battle that goes on. For the time being, though, Anarev and Merlers are getting very close. Anarev hustling at the moment. Right on the back, it's Ferrari versus Ferrari. Whether Merlers has got a bit of damage, I can't see anything on that car, but he's driving, by the looks of things, a little slower than everyone else. Maybe he's hampered by the conditions slightly. I know some people are looking like they're having a few issues. Okay, so we've still 40 minutes remaining. Very close. Anarev almost losing the rear of that car. 5/10 separates the Clary and Sherapin, so we'll keep an eye on that, but still no movement up there. That might come down. Might see a bit of movement. When's this move going to come off? This is the interesting one we've got here at the moment. This is for 8th position.
Or, sorry to cut you off, Delina's just died down the inside of Seclari and got 2nd place.
Good stuff. Was that into Griffiths Corner again? Griffiths Bend, sorry. I think it was after the straight, the mountain straight.
Yes, after the straight.
Yep, good stuff. He was obviously faster, visibly faster. He's got a back marker, I think, behind him there. That's
yes, it's someone who's just come out. I don't actually know who that is. No, is that King?
Behind? No.
No, King's further back, sorry.
Yeah. That was a Van Wall Sim Sport car, so it's
probably... Is that Connor Wright then?
It's not Marlon, because Marlon's a little bit further back. He's in 10th, so it is probably...
I think it's Connor, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah. And, right, so this battle is changed somewhat, sorry, because Marlon is now fighting Anarev, where Anarev was just about fighting Merlers. So Hugo has got a little bit of a breath of fresh air, and now the tables have turned, because Vasily's getting a little bit of heat from Marlon. So we'll see what happens with this little battle that's heating up between 8th, 9th and 10th. What times are they driving? Good question. So, last time around, they were doing about mid-208s, roughly, depending. But some people in the low 208s, some people in the 209s. It all really does depend. But the fast boys, so Malinowski, his last was a 207.3. Danila was a 207.1, which is very, very fast. And he's actually done a 206. So Danila is going to be very close to the back of Malinowski in a couple of laps if he keeps up that kind of pace.
Went off.
Who was that, sorry?
Seclari went wide at turn 1.
Oh, okay. Is he going to be...
Yeah, he's fine this way. He's just lost quite a bit of time.
Okay, I was going to say, is he going to be vulnerable to Julian? Was it that big, or...? Well,
No. He's still got King and Vanderbilt behind. It's Vanderbilt, not Connor.
Okay, no, that's fine. So Vanderbilt's behind those boys then.
Yeah.
And then you've got Julian Vanbrugh just behind, a little way behind, I think. Yeah, just going through the bend there after the straight. He's got Dominic Goltz for company. Right, so Kevin then dropping back a little bit. I can see he's got a little compatriot there. So this is the gap that we want to be very interested in. Danilia and Malinowski. As we saw last season, anyone can make a mistake from the lead. It doesn't matter where you are, you can make a mistake. I think at the moment, Danilia's probably the faster driver on the track. Probably one of the fastest out there at the moment, I think. His best time...
Got a yellow flag that's 50... Yeah, I think... Is that Vanderbilt has gone round? It is.
Where's that? 58?
That's around where Darren King went off.
Oh, gee. Okay.
At least I believe it is.
Yes, it is, yeah. Well, that's just afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah, that's where Samir went off.
Okay. Getting out of the way for Miltech.
Yeah.
He rejoined safely, which is good to see, but he's down in 24th position, 25th position. Dow King has fixed his car and come out in front of him now. He is, yeah, quite far down now, bless him. Prima Sand is 20 seconds away, so he's going to be letting cars through here, I think. Yeah, there you go, good stuff. We do have a little bit of a race here. It looks like, is that Fernandez? But let's jump on board with these boys. Where's Fernandez? Okay, it's not a race then at the moment. Fernandez isn't being checked. That pink car, unfortunately, looks like it's down, or Fernandez is down on them. I don't think Fernandez is a lap down, but yeah, there's not a race going on there, unfortunately, as much as it looks like it. Soanes is about
Speaking
9
of
seconds
races,
back.
Andrade going down the inside of Mel's. He's got it done at turn 1.
He has got it done. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was P8, just went down the inside, broke later, got the move done, and Danila is really catching up to Malinowski now.
Yeah, 7/10, blimey. Well, let's have a look at what it looks like when you're on board. A very fast Aston Martin going through one of the fastest sections on this game in what can arguably said probably the worst conditions you can have in this game, where it's somewhat wet, somewhat dry, and a little bit in between. Really quick through this section, tucking the car in, not hitting the barriers. It looks like Malinowski's struggling. Oh, he is struggling! He's in the barrier! Danila's
I told you. Oh!
There's a tap! And Malinowski spun. Ciclari goes through. He's going to get in the way. Dowkin gets through as well. This is bad, bad, bad for Malinowski. Is he going to get it going? We've got a tree in the way on the camera. We can't see, but he has. And he's lost a whole host of places. He's almost got Julian for company now. And the damage there is going to be big. So he's going to be in, I think, very soon. So he looked like he came over and hit Danila as Danila got past. Did you see what happened from Malinowski's point of view?
No, I was watching Danila from the helicam.
Ugh.
Yeah, just want to say, I did call he'd crash out of the lead, so...
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow, indeed. I did not think we'd see the likes of Malinowski make a mistake like that. I did say he was struggling, and as soon as he said he's struggling, he looked like he got offline, and he is in. He made the error, which cost him time. So he'll be in, probably making a few setup changes to that Porsche, because it didn't look happy, especially in the latter stage of that stint. So he's going to be in. It'd be very interesting to see how much time he's got on the likes of Nico, and see where he comes out with him, because that will give us a very good representation where Nico is. Well, representation-ish, because obviously he did have that incident. But yes, wow, 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 that is a big load of points Malinowski is going to lose out. But I think the only person in the championship who can capitalise here, because Luke Whitehead has already shot his feet off, is Kevin Ciclari. Is definitely gonna capitalise. So yeah, Danila Sherapin, we said what an absolutely brilliant qualifying. He's now leading the race for the first time that we've seen with AOR. So brilliant stuff. It'd be great to have a conversation with him afterwards. Saffzo with the big brain, says Black Gold Short. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's move on, because we're just watching Malinowski in the pits, and that's no fun. In the meantime, though, we have Julian Vanbrugh has made his way up into 3rd position because of all of the antics that's gone on. And we've got him being chased quite aggressively by Dominic Goltz, and this is probably one of the highest positions Goltz has been up all year, so it's good to see him back up there. So we will keep a keen eye on this little battle. But yeah, it seems to be who could just keep their nose clean seems to do the best round here. Connor Wright is 7 seconds behind Malinowski at this stage. Let's see what that gap goes down to when we go through the next timer screen. Oh, they have got past. Nico has got past Malinowski. So that is very interesting. That's how much time it costs Malinowski. So I'll be very interested to see what happens with Nico's pace here. Dominic has a little look on the inside. Oh, that was very, very close. But no banana. Dominic's going to have to hold on a couple more laps. I'm not really sure where old Big Prenter is at the moment. The old Prentergast. 16th position. Yep. Into the pits. Good time to do that, I think. You were being hustled a bit too much. Have a change. Team Shazoo will be very proud with his position today. 3rd. Net 3rd at least at the moment. He's up there, isn't he? He's now going to be in the pits. And coming out, probably this will be a good telling of where Nico is on pace. Whereabouts is Nico right now? Should we have a little look where the little Honda is? He's going down.
He's the leader of the pitters.
Yeah, he pitted on lap 1 and he didn't have an incident. So I think this is strategy after he saw what happened in Donny and we had a pitter straight away. I'm not sure if it's provisional pole at the moment, but it could be very close. I think he's very close. And let's see where he comes out here with these boys who have just pitted, the likes of Julian Vanbrugh. So, is he going to overtake him, and how much is that margin? And then we'll be able to work out if he's going to be provisional lead. And that is quite a gap. So where is Julian? He's going now. So there we go. This is the gap that I'll be very interested in, numbers-wise, between these guys.
Oh, someone's gone off. That is cars. I think that was car 70. I think they've just gone back to the pits by menu.
Okay. Right, let's see what this gap is then between Nico and Vanbrugh when they come through the timing zones. This will be very interesting to see. Nico looked like he had a little instant there, but it might have been us just joining him. Right, 5 seconds. Right, so was the gap between Vanbrugh and the leaders less or more than 5 seconds? So was anyone paying attention? Black gold sock off. To see if the gap was more than 5 seconds.
Well, Goltz was with him, and Goltz is currently over 10 seconds behind, so I'm pretty sure he's over 5 seconds behind.
I think Vanbrugh was over 5 seconds behind. I think he was probably nearer 8, 9, 10, something like that. So yeah. He's probably P3 right now. Depends on how well Kevin goes now, whether he can grab himself P2. But yeah, Nico having a blinder here. Did very well in qualifying, 6th position, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was down in 10th by the end of it. But still, he's gained a few positions. How far ahead is Danila?
3.5 seconds in front of Ciclari. I think about 11.5 in front of Goltz.
Yeah, doing a very good job. Kevin Ciclari also knocking away. Not a great race, but hasn't been disastrous, is it? Just kept his nose clean, but unfortunately not benefited from that pole position as much. He's dropped the place, and a couple of people got past him. So set up maybe, and the conditions not suiting the car now. But yeah, interested to see when Dominic Goltz pulls the trigger on the pit, because he's going to be losing time on Vanbrugh at the moment. So yeah. We're right in saying that Nico Uhl is in 3rd position, yeah, because Dominic Goltz is currently there, isn't he? So it will be very interesting to see what Kevin does. That's where the race is going to be, between Kevin, Uhl and Vanbrugh for the remaining positions. And obviously Dominic Goltz, if he can put in a good stint now, not make any mistakes.
Yeah.
Right, so we're in a funny kind of area of this race where we're just waiting for people to pull the trigger. Is Danila going to come in? Looking like he's staying out. Yep. To the right-hand side. And Ciclari's coming in. There we go. One of the big boys coming in. So this is now we're going to find out what happens between him and Nico. So we will stay with these guys. Is Dominic going to come in? No. Stays out. Marlon and all those boys are going to come through. I think Nico's probably too far away. He's only just going through the S's. We'll stay with him though. It's got to be a good 30 seconds. It's going to be very close. We'll stay on board so we can see it all play out ahead of us. Can Nico get round here and overtake for 2nd position?
No.
You're going to say no?
No.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to hedge my best on yeses. Nico for 2nd position here. Provisionally, of course.
Ciclari's been released.
Nico's in the main straight.
Yeah, Ciclari's got him. Nice and easy.
Oh.
But Nico very well might have 3rd.
I think he will have 3rd, and Nico's going to close the gap here to Ciclari, because Ciclari's going to have very off tyres for at least half of this lap, if not a little bit more, so that gap's going to come down even more so. But yeah, I think he's got 3rd. I think that's pretty much solid there, unless Dominic's had an absolute blinding couple of laps, which I don't think he has. Not exactly lighting the timing screen up. 2:07 is his best. 2:07.6 is what he did last time. Whereas this man is doing pretty much the same time. So interesting stuff when these top guys decide to come in, because at the moment now they're losing time, aren't they? All of these guys. Denis is losing time, Goltz is losing time, Marlon's losing time, so is Merlers. So yeah, and there you go, we called it. Cherubin's in the pit. I think he's going to keep the lead. Goltz is in too. Big part of the race here. Mananowski, lap down, coming in. Not what you want to see. Marlon, I think, being overtaken there by Hugo. And not coming in, interestingly enough. Going for another lap. So we're going to have a new leader. In the way of Hugo. Right, so let's see when Danina gets released. I think it's gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, Sukalari's just coming around the last corner. He's been released.
Released now, yeah.
Yeah, that's about the same as where all was when Zukalari was released, so he should be fine.
It's a short exit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Kevin in the background there.
And Goltz has been released, and Ull's gonna get him. Yeah, there he goes.
Good stuff then.
Oh!
Vanbrugh.
Look at Vanbrugh.
This is close
He's
stuff.
got past.
He has got the speed. Team Shazoo up into 4th place. Netted himself a good position or so there with that pit, Julian. Good stuff from him. Where's Malinowski? Miles away, unfortunately, Black Goldsaw. He is absolutely miles away. I think he had to pit again. Maybe a problem with tyres.
Yeah, he is still racing.
He's still going around, but he is... Where's the spaghetti
He's
boy?
in no man's land. Whoa!
Yes?
Yellow flag 98's gone off.
98.
That is... Who is that?
We'll scramble. That's Hubert Simonansky.
Oh, again.
Yes, the pink SOP car. Black Goldsaw, you're not going to be happy about that. He's in the wall just before
Oh,
Skyline.
yeah, you can see the skid mark in the gravel.
Oh, your graphics is better than mine, because I can't, so he's off.
Yeah, there was just basically 2 lines heading straight for the barrier in the gravel. So.
I can see as well, yeah, I saw 2 skid marks going off the track. Oh dear, okay, well he's back in the pit, and I think that's probably the end.
That's going to be race over now.
Yeah, that's the end. So, Hugo goes past again. Leading a race for probably the first time in season 7? 7? 6? 7. Season 7. I forget these things. We're race 5 now, out of 8, I think, in total. How's my son doing?
Oh, Goltz I don't know if there was a tap or whether Goltz just broke a bit earlier, but Goltz very nearly having a move on Vanbrugh. He's going to be wanting that position back.
Prendergast in 12th at the moment, AP. He's doing better than where he qualified, let's put it that way. So he's actually doing a very good job, but he didn't start on the best of starts, unfortunately. But he's in 12th at the moment, so he's doing much better now the race is going. I think that's probably the best answer for that one. Didn't qualify where we normally qualify, so yeah, a little bit off the pace, I think, in that sense. But it's done well in this tricky conditions. So Julian's holding on then to this position, it looks like, but Goltz is... Oh, he's in the wall! He's pushing like crazy. So much, so he's done himself a bit of an injustice. Got himself a little bit of damage, but probably not too much. Just a little tap there. Wouldn't be Bathurst if you don't have a little tap somewhere. But how far do you think, or how long is it going to take Vanbrugh to push up onto the back of Nico? Because Nico is just ahead, look, you can see, only a second or so ahead. It is really quite close. And I think that Bentley might have the overall pace come the end of this race, because we're 20 minutes to go, and that Honda has had those tyres on since pretty much lap 2. So, going to be very interesting to see what happens. No refueling, of course, but you can change tyres, pressures and all sorts. So we'll look to see if that gap comes down between Vanbrugh and Uhl, but obviously Vanbrugh is defending heavily at the moment, so it might take a little bit of a little while. Dominic right in the slipstream now. Is Hugo in yet? He's still out, I think. Dominic's going to go for the inside.
Yeah.
He's got it done, but he's on the outside for the next corner, and he's going to run all the way down here to Murray's. I think he's got him done. Yeah, Julian, I think, lifted there to let him past. I don't think he wants any more. It's ruining his time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Van was probably just going to stick behind for the slipstream to protect him from Conor right behind.
Yep. Actually dipping out of the slipstream there. Maybe trying to cool the tyres slightly, you never know. But yeah, didn't want much of that. Coming into that corner, it's a tricky corner at the best of times. But yeah, I think Dominic's just that little bit quicker. So that's technically 4th and 5th, that little fight.
Yep.
Right. Let's see what's going on a little bit further down the pack. Have we got any spicy races going on? I see little Malinowski in 23rd position all on his own, bless him. That's going to be heartbreaking for him. Not had a very good race at all after that incident in the S's. Issues with tyres, I think, caused him to drop even further down. Anarev then is getting very racy. Where is McIntosh? I haven't seen him for a while. He is in 11th position, a little way off. Not having a good weekend, it looks like. He's 11th position for McIntosh. 1 second, I'll stop that beeping. Sorry, guys. I can't control Discord sometimes. It's probably Hardy posting memes. Anyway, Vanbrugh is fallen back a couple of tenths. I don't think he's going to come back at Goltz. I think he's probably going to stay there. Anarev, though, looks like he's getting very close to Hamza Bellasim. And I think there will be a move here in a minute. Let's go on board, see what we can see from the Ferrari. Ferrari versus Ferrari. The Ferrari's done very well around here this weekend. Merlin's currently in the lead in a Ferrari, but
He's just come in.
cheeky lead. Yep, he's in. It's going to release the normal running order, I think. We'll be back to what we think should be correct. Anarev looking for an opening here. Chorus is up into 8th position. Very good. Wright also in 7th position. Doing very well after a somewhat lazy qualifying. I think we were 21st, weren't they, and 20th each?
Yep.
Doing well to recover. Pitted early though, didn't they? So that's probably why. They did the same thing that Nico did to get himself up into 3rd place. Right, so Merlis is going to start dropping down the order, and we're going to get normal running assumed. I was saying earlier, how long is it going to take for Vanbrugh to get onto the back of Uhl, but I think it's now going to be how long is it going to take Goltz to get onto the back of him, because Goltz is going very fast. So can Nico hold on to 3rd position in this race, in that Honda? That's the question we should be asking. As Anarev slowly tries to figure out the back of Hamza, and Valentin Chorus is still staying on the track quite well with that big old beast of a car ahead. Almost in the wall there. I think he was in the wall actually. He's gone very slowly through this section. These guys are catching on him. As we approach Skyline, we've seen incidents already through here, but I think he's managed to negotiate it okay. I think he definitely had a bit of wall. That Nissan Skyline literally having trouble going through Skyline. It's a big old beast of a car, isn't it?
Absolutely. Here goes Goltz.
Goltz?
Goltz.
On Nico? Already?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. No, Nico. defending hard through that corner there.
It's gonna be a matter of time.
It is, yeah.
I think his tyres are just starting to go now.
In the same
He's
team
gonna try and run the outside.
as Ryan, I think, with the Ford EcoBoost meme livery. I like it that they've got Ford liveries on other cars. It's quite funny, not gonna lie. Oh, Gultz is looking like he wants to pass. Nico's holding this little train up, I think. If he stays where it is, you're going to have Vanbrugh and Wright all over the back of them, and that is not a good combination. I know, I think I wanted to see him stay in third, but I think it's going to be a matter of time. I don't think he's got 15 minutes worth of defence in him. I hope he does. That poor little Honda.
It'd be lovely to watch.
Just see all those JDM unicorns just powering away in that little car. I don't think he's going to have it in him, but we'll see. Hope he does. Let's go on board with Gultz himself. Yeah, first-hand view. Yeah, they're countrymen, these boys, both Germans. Oh, Nico's got a bad run. Sliding through that middle section as we approach Skyline. He's going to hold on to it.
Surely he's not going to try it. Yeah, he has to back off.
Suicide through there.
And this is like kind of right into the battle now.
Is he? Has he got right in there? Let's have a little look.
He's right on the back of Vanbrugh.
Literally. Yeah, you can see him. Oh, blimey, it's all heating up.
And it's the battle for the last podium position as well.
Nico is shuffling furiously all of those VTECs. All those little hamsters running around in there, squealing like little guinea pigs. Trying to push every little bit of torque out of that non-torquey engine. They turbocharge those NSXs? I think they are. Hybrid turbos, aren't they? Something like that? Got no idea in these GT3s. I know the stock cars are hybrid turbo.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they are. Yeah.
Hybrid turbo V6, something like that.
Are they V6?
Yeah, pretty sure. Definitely not straight, so they're definitely Vs. It's definitely not an 8 these days. You can't get V8s in Hondas.
No, they're definitely a V8, just not sure they're V6.
I can't see them having a... What else did they use? V4s are non-existent. V3s are... Well, what's the point? That'd be like a full EcoBoost. I guess it goes well with the paint scheme. I think it has to be a V6 of some kind. Turbocharged V6 hybrid, maybe? I think, possibly.
It's likely, yeah.
I think at top speed, the stock cars went to 198 or something, almost 200 miles an hour, the NSX. I know when they came out, Honda decided that they didn't want to tell anyone what the 0-60 was. It was a secret. Don't tell anyone.
Shush.
It was direct competition though with the 458 at the time and the McLaren, wasn't it? The MP whatever dash 5782C whatever. Can't remember what it's called. What was it? What's the first reproduction of the McLaren cars? Do you remember what that was called? Since the F1 it was the McLaren MP. Jesus, it's in this game, I think. Old McLaren, yeah. Chat can help me out. Rebirth of the McLaren production.
570S?
That might be it. No, that seems too new.
Isn't it? No, it might be. Because I know the newer one is 720S.
720S, yeah, that's the newer one.
720S is the 29. I think the 2015 one is 570.
I could swear it had MP in it, but anyway, might not.
I think you might be thinking of the MP412C.
That's a supercar, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely not in this game though, I'm pretty sure.
I think it is. Oh,
really?
Yeah, I think it is. It's just not used at all. Oh my God, there's contact!
Oh!
Golt's going fishing off. Oh, and he's going to rejoin the track with the position.
Yeah, and ahead he's going to have to...
No, Nico's
Wait,
off
where's...
too. Nico's off in the gravel.
no!
Oh, jeez. It's the MP4-12C. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Absolute scenes. Dominic Goltz, is he going to wait for him? That's the main... He can't. He's got Vanbrugh and Wright behind him.
Yeah, no,
Lose
you
so
can't
much
afford
time.
to. So, but would you give a penalty for that?
Yes. He screams in VTEC. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it was right there, wasn't it? Yeah, I think you're right. MP4-12C was the car that we're on about. And it is in this game, right? I swear it's in this game. Who knows? No one uses it. It's rubbish.
Hang on, let me have a check.
Nico-chan. Yeah, unfortunately, Nico then demoted down to 6th position after that little scrap. Honda mistake. Yeah, not sure. It's a hard old corner to get round, especially when you've got very old tyres. A bit of rubber banding on the straight, maybe. Rip rubber banding, possibly. I just think it was a bit of a racing incident, to be honest with you. Dominic Goltz wanted to get past, and he saw an opportunity, took it.
Yeah, it is not in ACC.
Is it not? Okay, thank you.
No, it's in a set. I don't know if it's a mod for Assetto Corsa or not, but it's not an ACC.
Okay. Get my wires crossed. There's 2 McLarens in this, though, right?
570S and 720S, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the
570S in 2015, 720S 2019. I think MP412C was 2012.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's sort of at least. Oh, or was it 2010? Because I remember it's in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and that's 2010. So it might be 2010.
Yeah, round there, I reckon.
It's around 2010, 2012, somewhere in that area.
Yep, definitely. Heiko says championship intensifies. Definitely it does. Kevin Siglari is. We're going to have good point scorers here for people who are not in the championship race, which is just incredible. Danina Sherapin's been the class of the field this afternoon, so it would be great to have a chat with them afterwards and see what's going on. Yeah, sad Heiko noises indeed. Definitely indeed. Dominic Goltz, though, coming off quite well after that little incident, I must admit. Unfortunately, Nico, not so much. Never mind. Julian, Connor and Valentine Chorus then are kind of around near each other, but I don't think we're going to see any movement. Hugo Merles, though, I think is being attacked at the moment. He is, or he's doing the attacking, one or the other. I think he's been attacked by Ryan McIntosh and then by Dijan Meltic, which is very frustrating. He's lost a couple of positions there, and that's not a real place where you lose position, so he must have a bit of an incident there for Hugo. Or was that an incident for Ryan? Look, Ryan's pulling off that Porsche, not happy in these conditions. He's clipping pretty heavy down the straights. Porsche problems. Definitely not the car to be in this afternoon. Ryan's had an absolute shocker, to be fair. Bless him. 12th position. Yeah, not the best car to have around here, I think, the Porsche. Especially in the wet. Can't make the most out of the good... Oh, look, see, he's just fighting it through the corners. Can't make the most of the nice rear end because of the wet conditions. So he's just struggling to get pace in the part of the track where he needs the pace, and then just losing it all in the part where the car just doesn't have any pace at all. So, yeah, tough for him, I think. Oof, gee, that change of direction is definitely not going to help him. You see, he's quick though through the parts that benefits the car, but then just can't capitalise them because it's in a part where you can't overtake. So it's, yeah, catch-22, compounding issues, I think, for Porsche drivers. What happened to Malinowski? He went shopping for more pasta. Yeah, unfortunately, he got the wrong type of pasta, so had to go back into the shop to get more pasta.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, bloody annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
He had an incident in the lead, crashed in the S's, changed his tyres. I think he had an incident with wrong tyres being chosen, and now he's down in 22nd. So definitely not a good afternoon for him.
Wright is catching Van Rome meanwhile for 4th.
Right, let's hop up. He is it, you're absolutely right. Had an impact at Skyline and rejoined into a car. Yeah, kind of. You don't think he meant to rejoin into Sherapin, but it did happen, unfortunately. So we're going up the hill then with these boys, getting all fighty. Conor Wright's kept his nose clean, hasn't he? And he's managed to come away with a very good finish this afternoon. Definitely made the most of it, more so than Valentine Chorus. I think this track very much suits, and these conditions, I will say, very much suit that Aston Martin. Good in the twisties, okay on the straights, and very good in the wet weather. Or the semi-wet weather.
Oh, Nico's coming.
Oh, no, look at the weather as well in the next 10 minutes. Not that it's going to happen, but we might get a bit more rain. We've got 6 minutes to go. So take note, boys, for tomorrow's race. If you're in an Aston Martin and it's somewhat wet, maybe consider pitting early. Might be able to jump a whole host of people. Right, it's just dipped off a little bit now. Lost 3/10 in that tricky section. Well, Nico then, look, down in 20th position. After what could have been third, all the way down there with Malinowski. In the group of shame.
It's a group of shame.
Group of shame.
Group of shame.
So at the moment, Daniel Sherapin is doing an absolutely sterling job. Currently leading from Kevin Ciclari, who's done a very good job as well, to be honest. Kept the nose clean and just kept on plugging away. Dominic Goltz has managed to fight his way to third position. Julian Vanbrugh also done very well to stay where he is in fourth position. Connor Wright is fighting for a little bit more position, really. He's in fifth, and we might see a move here, I think, coming up somewhere soon. Chorus we haven't seen much of, but plugging away. Early pit stops got him up to sixth position. And then Hamza and Anarev have been battling it out, but it looks like the battle has kind of evened out a little bit now. Anarev dropping back slightly. Kieran Prendergast up into ninth, benefiting from a lot of the issues that's going on. That's good considering the qualifying position. Militech in 10th, rounding out the top 10. And then Merlers, McIntosh, Zelch, Vulcan Fernandez, Terragosa, Darren King, Vidalich, Kevin Niles, Malinowski round up the 20. And then outside of 20 it gets a bit fishy, I think. We got Foch, Soanes, Nico Uhl, Luke Whitehead, massive fall from Grace. I think he's actually in the pit and called it a day. Dennis Latz, and Andy Vanderval, Marlon Andrade, Hubert Semensky and Prima Sand all at the back of the pack at the moment. We've got a little bit of blue flaggage going on towards the top with Goltz.
Yeah, and there's a yellow flag.
Who's that?
That's McIntosh.
Right, okay, that's not good.
He's facing sideways.
Well, that car's been an absolute nightmare anyway.
Yeah.
I think
and he's fallen from 12th to 16th.
That's tough. Yeah, it's not been a great race for a lot of people, this one, not gonna lie. Oh, Nico had to park the old Hyundai. Severe damage.
Oof.
Had to park the old Ford NSX Hyundai Honda hybrid. 3 to go. This man's been doing an absolute sterling job. Really good stuff. Fastest lap, I think, goes, yep, to the 2:62. Don't think we've got faster than that, to be honest. Let's have a look down to see some of the other guys. 2:69, no. 2:68, no. Yep. Fastest lap and also leading. Did very well in qualifying. I think it was inside the top 5. Worked their way through in conditions that have not been good. And have just run away in this latter stage. Unstoppable, really. Great pace. Always in the 6s, really. Last was in the 6. Kevin Ciclari is just outside the 6s with a 2:07.1 last time around. So lapping faster than anyone else in the lead and running away at the moment. We will probably come over the line for the last lap because we've got just shy of 2 minutes in the next couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's enough time to do any more. So this will be when Sherapin crosses the line, the last lap of today's race, and only 3.5 miles to go for your first win with AOR. That's going to be pretty special. And have we got anything going on with Wright and Vanbrugh? I don't think we do.
No. Unless the lap down traffic holds Vanbrugh up.
We might have something going on here though with Dijan and Kieran, because Dijan's looking very spicy. I think that's Hugo Merler's behind as well. That's been brutally attacked in this latter part of the race. That Mercedes looks faster than the GTR, to be honest, especially in these conditions. Unexpected and dominating. Exactly. That's what we like to see. It's been really good race. Unexpected domination. Oh, we're going to go for a move. We're going to go for a move. It's there. Kieran sees it, but just opens the steering. And I think that's all on Dijan there, unfortunately. You've done yourself a disservice for putting yourself in that position. Oh, Prendergast saw him, was there. But
Oh!
hello?
Ryan Vanbrugh have collided.
Who did? Oh, look,
Wright and Vanbrugh.
I can see, yeah, you're right. Vanbrugh, look. In the wall. And Wright's gone. Thanks for keeping an eye on what's going on at the top. We're too busy watching what's happening towards the back end. But yeah, you're right. And Wright has gone off. Not waited. Who was the cause of that, do you think?
It looked like it was Wright turning, and it looked like they were both turning to each other. I think Wright tried to let go of Vanbrugh. Vanbrugh didn't brake as late as he thought he would, so he thought, oh, okay, I'll still go for it. Vanbrugh thought he was still backing off, so he went to the left to take the line. Wright was probably going right because they thought they'd keep going. I don't know.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look.
It seemed like a bit of a miscommunication.
We'll
Vanbraugh's only lost one place, so it's not overly severe, but he still won't be happy about it.
No. Well, all attention, I think, quite rightly, on Janina Sherpin here, because first time we've seen them come across in this position, and dominating, as Black Gold put it, was pretty much exactly what it was. A performance worthy, then, of a race winner. Congratulations. That is a full 100 points, and a great show of skill today. Kevin coming across in a championship-winning looking second position. Good points for them today. Dominic Goltz, whereabouts is he going to come across the line? It looks like third. We've got Connor Wright just down the road there, and there's going to be fireworks, I think, after the race about what happened with that. We'll see if we can watch it in the replay at the end. And that's third position for Dominic Goltz. That's the highest finishing position of the season so far, and a great way to kick off this second part of the season with a really good position finish there. Connor Wright then coming across. Julian Vanbrugh with looks like Foch there on the outside coming across, and again his highest finishing position. So even though it had a little little incident there at the end, I don't think we're too disappointed. Chorus in 6th position, that's got to be good. A little bit of redemption for him. Probably again the highest finishing position so far. Hamza in 7th, Vasily Anarev in 8th. Hugo Merler's literally in a battle the whole way through in 9th. Kieran Prendergast looks like he got overtaken at the end there. So he's in 10th position. Might be because of the incident with Dijan in the back there. Lewis Zelch in 11th and Dijan in 12th. Lost himself a whole host of places because of that little incident. Vulcan and Anthony Fernandez coming across the line together there. Good finish from them. Terragrossa also coming across. Darren King having a torrid time, and he coming across in 16. Ryan McIntosh right behind, but not overtaking. And then this man, the current championship leader, in 18th position. He's only going to get a couple of points for that position. That's not very good for them. And then we got Luka Vidalik, I think it would be 19th. Kevin Niles in 20th. Samir in 21st. And we got Sones, Vanderville, Marlon, and then all these people who didn't finish. Unfortunately, Nico Uhl, one of them. Dennis Latz, Luke Whitehead, Hubert Simonensky, Prima Sand, and Cannabeach, all not finishing the race. But yeah, great work then from Danita Sherpin. How can you sum up that race for him?
Good.
I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. Really, haven't seen them perform in that capacity before. It was great to see. So if they do want a little chat after the race, you can always jump in, and it'd be great to have a chat. I'll pop it into Discord. What we could do is just have a look, see what happened.
We have got Malinowski waiting.
Okay, well, we'll just I just want to see what happened. It did say it's forwarding to the next session in a minute. And I'll just dump onto this replay just to see what happened with Vanbrugh and Connor Wright.
I've already got it there.
Have you already got it? Well, I think I might be able to get it, and I don't want to... It'll be better quality, you see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got it here, don't you worry. Oh yeah, no, they were battling down the mountain. So we change that camera. There we go. Battling down the mountain, Julian pulling to the inside, into Griffiths Bend. And yeah, just not enough space for both cars. Yeah, I don't think that's really... Oh, and taking out some of the back markers as well. I don't think that's Connor's fault, really.
No, I don't think it's on there, because if you go into the cockpit view of both drivers and rewatch the thing, neither of them are actually turning left or right. They're both pretty much going straight on. It's just the angle of their cars already.
Yeah.
They were just going to collide.
Angle of attack into that corner. I think just... Oh, that's a shame, because Julian was probably just about to turn into the apex there as well. There's nothing Connor could have done. He had no road. Literally no road to give any more space, unless he went on the grass, which he doesn't have to. You know, look, he's got no road whatsoever.
Literally, yeah, so that, yeah.
Racing incident, I don't think there was anything nasty there.
No.
What could have happened?
But then Vanbrugh had really bad suspension damage after that. He had to, like, turn, I'd say maybe nearly 45 degrees to the right to get the car straight. So he was pretty much buggered from there.
Let's see if we can go back and see what happened again with these boys, because this was a very interesting little incident that happened towards the end of the race. Let's skip it forward a little bit. So it'd be good to see this from a different camera angle. Don't think we're going to get a different camera angle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was not the quickest way around that corner, was it? Just having a look, see what happened between Dijon and Kieran at the end. Kieran left the door wide open, gave space, and then, yeah, there was just nothing at the end of it, unfortunately. Yeah, well, full of incidents, that race. Good stuff happened all round. Let's see if we can just get a little chat with some of the boys. Hello!
Oh, hello.
Who have we got? Sorry, I can't see at the moment.
Tortellini.
Hey, it's a Tortellini. What happened, my friend? You went all sorts of wrong into the S's, and then, yeah, disaster happened.
Literally everything went wrong in the space of one lap.
Oh, no.
Everything.
Yeah, we saw you struggling.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really struggling, like it was just mistakes, but the pace was there. Yeah. But then I started struggling because I made so many mistakes, and then it was just a recovery drive, but I wasn't really pushing like at the early stages. But yeah, that one lap, just everything went wrong. I missed, a bit of concentration, and I went wide into the turn 2. I touched the grass, so I had to avoid the wall. I lost a lot of time there. No damage though. Mm-hmm. But then straight away on the same lap, I bent it into the inside of Dipper, so there was a lot of damage. I also misjudged how I was getting back onto the line, so then I spun like literally myself off that Aston Martin that was overtaking me. So that was everything my fault. But yeah, that's racing and that happens.
Yeah.
And the weather was tough, so yeah, and I lost concentration and I paid for it. Unfortunately, also, I see that Luke had also some kinds of issues, so we have no points from that round, almost no points. But Kevin scored a lot because he has P2, so that's a good result for him.
Yeah, well, it's a good result for the championship, as it was last time out in the Formula 1. Great result for everyone watching,
yes.
But unfortunately not the great result for everyone taking part. The two leaders of the championship, so yourself and Luke Whitehead, not scoring many points at all, and then third place man scoring a whole bunch of points, so that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out, because he's only about 80 points behind, and he probably earned himself around about that kind of points anyway.
Yeah, so. I think he will be right ahead of me right now.
Yeah,
or
roundabout.
Somewhere equal. Yeah. But now strong Bentley tracks are coming, so it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, you wanted to really capitalise on that one, but what a race from Danila doing that sterling job. Really, really good.
Astons were flying.
Yeah.
Aston is really... Like, it's a bad car on backwards, and you could see that we had only in like top position only one Aston from the winner in qualifying. But then in the race they just all came alive, and we have 1, 3, 4 Astons.
I think they just did well with the track, the top speed area, and also the wet conditions really helped.
Yeah, it's a great car in the wet. It's a great car in the wet.
The conditions and also those straights.
It pushed me into that mistake because when he overtook Kevin I was like, okay, it's gonna be a threat. Like I knew from the beginning that Aston will overtake us one by one and be a threat at the end. And I saw him overtaking Kevin, and I went for a really, really quick lap, like really on the limit. And I went even faster than him. And I was like, okay, maybe I have the pace. So I was really on the edge, but I think that was a mistake. His pace pushed me into that mistake.
Well, we saw the
so,
mistake
yeah,
coming. You were offline right before you hit that wall.
I should have just like slowed down a bit and capitalize on everything else that happened in the race. So Luke having a moment earlier in the race, and Kevin not being that fast as that Aston, and not that fast as me, and maybe then just let go and capitalize on the position I found myself in the beginning of the race.
Yeah,
and not risking that much, but
letting him have the win
happens.
and then taking away the points as opposed to making the mistake. But hey, mistakes happen. Never mind. Where are we off to next time? It is Zolder,
I think
right?
it's Zolder.
Yeah, Zolder. So should be
that's
fun.
like Bentley's Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna fly.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm gonna get Luke in for a little chat as well. Another non-scorer, unfortunately. Seeing as you guys are at the top head of the championship, let's get Luke in as well.
Now time for your excuses.
Yeah, come on. What are the excuses, Luke?
I got mine already out.
What happened?
Well, my setup was not very good. So that was fun the first time, and the second time, the setup wasn't good again, and it just turned in really sharply. Now, in truth, in all honesty, I don't really have an excuse for that. That was one of the most embarrassing races I've ever done, if I'm honest.
You didn't score any points, and neither did your nearest competition. So I guess it was a bit of a lucky finish as well, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was P14. I was into P14. I don't know whether that scores or not. I don't know where the points go up to. But,
it definitely goes down to about 20th, so you'll still get points.
Yeah, so I would have got points, and I didn't need to do that mistake. Yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed, to be honest. I'm not even upset or annoyed. I'm just embarrassed because I'm better than that.
It happens.
And obviously Matchek gave me a bit of a lifeline by crashing himself, so I didn't. I had no pressure on.
Tires.
I had no pressure.
So we didn't see your second incident.
Yeah, so it was going through the final corner onto the back straight. I just clipped the inside wall ever so slightly, and through that corner, the contact physics are really weird. I don't know whether it's how the hitboxes are on the wall, but if you clip it, it throws you to the other side of the track. So I clipped it, and then I found myself banging the wall. So, it was really, really stupid. It was one of the most stupid things. And
walls in ACC are like really, really hard, and cars don't bend at all. So when there is contact, everything bounces off each other with high force and creates all those weird crashes. So that's unfortunate.
Where you had your first crash, Luke, there was nothing you could do. You just had to watch the whole pack go. You couldn't do it.
That was painful. Yeah,
it was so close at that point, and it's you don't want to put your foot wrong and do an unsafe rejoin because you get slapped down so much by the the stewards during the race and afterwards. So it's a tricky situation.
Yeah.
You chose it right to rejoin when you did, but we didn't see the second incident. But never mind.
I'm glad you didn't see the second one. The second one was awful.
We didn't see it.
It was really stupid. But and the annoying thing is, I've only ever done 2 races in Bathurst. This was the second one, and both times I've crashed in that same spot. But I despite the result, I've got positives to take. Like, my dry pace was good, my wet pace was decent, and before today I'd never driven GT3s around here. So to even be anywhere near, I was quite happy. So. But the result wasn't what I should have had. I was just a bit of massive stupidity from myself. But I was quite fortunate that Matchik didn't score. But I think Kevin Siclari, did he win? I didn't see the result.
Second.
Okay, so it could have been worse. If he'd won it, it would have been a lot worse for us too. But I think the margin was about 30-ish points.
Yeah.
From Siclari, so I'd assume he's leading now.
He's about 50, 60 points from you, I think, and 80 or so.
Oh, what, prior to the race or now?
No, prior to the race. Yeah, so he's going to be
he'll
right
probably
with you,
be right
in between
in
you two,
yeah.
I think. But no, Danila Sherapin won the race.
Yeah, so thanks to him for winning it instead of Kevin.
But
yeah,
out of nowhere, just brilliant.
He was really fast, to
Yeah.
be fair on him. You know, he drove a really good race. The Aston's always pretty decent in the wet, but he obviously had that setup nailed and he drove really well. So yeah, fair play to him. Well done to him. Well done to the top 3. I don't actually know the top 3. I only know Kevin. Well done to Kevin as well.
Yeah,
but who came third?
Dominic Goltz.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was a real mix-up race. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
3
I know
Astons
Dole.
at top 4.
Yeah, I mean, I know Dole crashed as well. I think, well, I assume he did, unless he had another problem.
Who's that, Dalkey?
Yep, he's
Yeah.
P16.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
had an incident at the beginning, and yeah, I think he had another incident later on. But yeah, unfortunately, a little bit further down the pack. But he was on fire at one point. He was chasing down Kevin, but
he was fast.
Got
He was
caught
fast.
up, I think got caught up in a battle. I can't remember who with, but at the beginning, I'm sure if you watch the stream back, you see. But yeah, hit the wall in the very tricky middle section before the S's. I think just before Skyline.
Yeah, I nearly went off there a couple of times as well. So yeah, I can't blame him. It's a difficult track up there. It's, again with the walls as well. Like, because in real life racing, you can kind of graze the walls somewhat. You know, obviously you have to do it within reason, but in the game you clip the wall and you just fly, and it's just yeah, it's the same with contact with cars. But you know, it is what it is. We kind of know that that's the case, so I should have been more cautious. But I think next race is Zolder.
Yep.
And if that's the case, I think the Ferrari's pretty good there.
Yeah.
And then Imola is a strong track for myself anyway, so
he'll be hunting
we'll see.
hunting down the Tortellini himself, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Sakari is probably going to win the next race because it's the Bentley, and the Bentley loves curbs, and at Zolder you need to ride the curbs. So
yeah. Well, you never know. Incidents can happen.
Yeah, exactly, especially around there. So
yeah, it's tight
For
track.
the sake of statistics, I just crashed in every single AOR buffers race. That's my excuse.
Oh, okay, so at least I'm not the only one that has crashed in every Bathurst race, because I crashed at what's it called? I crashed in a GT4 race a couple of weeks ago. Disappointment and pain, I think it is.
Yes.
It's such a tough track. It's ACC's Monaco, isn't it? It's, you know, one of those where you can't make a mistake at certain points.
Yeah, can we just make an agreement next season? Don't include this track,
No,
please.
it's a great track. It's a great track to watch, and the racing's even better.
Right, do it in the dry then, not in the wet. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm not doing
wet
that
was
again.
tough. Wet was really tough.
I was enjoying the driving here so much though, up until that you know
Fateful
point when I hit the wall. But driving here when you're on it, when you're in the zone, that's just amazing, especially in the wet. Porsche was such nice to drive here.
Yeah, my setup was
you were the
very
only
unsafe.
person enjoying the Porsche. I think Ryan was having a very
yeah.
bad day.
Because it's not that fast here and it's difficult to drive, but if you know how to make it work, then it's
Ooh,
extremely
shots
enjoyable.
fired.
And I have, yeah, well, you know, that's how it is. So, you know,
To be fair, no one knows that car better than
position
you, so
that I'm that lucky. I mean, I am in that lucky position that I just have everything for buffers prepared, because I remember I did like few days of streaming when I was like literally trying to make that car work here, and now I have some setups that work in various conditions, and I really enjoy driving it now. But it's really hard to get right if you don't really know where to, you know, start.
Yeah, it's it's a tricky car on a tricky track, especially when it's got so many big straights as well. It's not doesn't really scream Porsche, does it? To be honest, especially in the wet.
I went for low down first, which is like I just thought, okay, it kind of works. I'll keep it, and that's actually what allowed me to take the lead after the turn one, because I was expecting that Bentley to just go, and I guess Kevin had full downforce, which of course would have had the best pace ultimately over a lap, but I had that lower wing. It was somewhere in the middle. I think it was 8 out of 12 positions available to set it to. And
Kevin
I just
struggled, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think he struggled. It didn't look like he was on his normal pace, to be fair.
I mean, you know, if P2 is struggling,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be fair, he was under attack at the start, and I honestly thought you were just going to cruise off, Macho. But yeah, I mean, it was just frustrating.
Well,
but
I did slowly, but then that Aston just caught up to us and overtook everyone slowly.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the top 5 at the start, all 5 of us were up the road.
We were
so
close. We were just
so close, and we were like, I think we were putting like a second and a half on the guys behind for the first few laps, and then at the end, like the annoying thing was I had good pace. Like I was doing consistent 207 deads and 206 eights and stuff. So I had the pace, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Next race. Well, boys, I appreciate you jumping in for a chat as always.
No worries.
Best of luck in the
No
practice
worries at all.
for next week, and we'll see you around Zolder.
Thanks, guys. It's been a
Cheers.
pleasure.
No
Take care.
worries. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you go. Okay, well, it's not all over for, well, tonight it is, unfortunately. We have Tier 2 tomorrow at the same time, so 7:30. Join us for the pre-race at 7 o'clock, and we'll be racing once again round Mount Panorama for the Tier 2 boys. Can Remy Papin make it? Oh, well, I think it's probably 4 now. Definitely 3 wins on the trot. I'm pretty sure it's on the trot. Anyway, can he extend his lead from Colm Sinnott and Adam Dubell? We'll have to join us to find out. Will Remy finally come unstuck round the twists and turns of Bathurst? We'll see you tomorrow at that kind of time. Saffzo, you going to be with us as always?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we will end it there, and we'll see you tomorrow.